Dungelot Shattered Lands continues in the same roguelike vein as its predecessors, but this time it dribbles a thick gloop of new syrupy polish and finishes the mean pudding with a hateful challenge cherry. This is a tough twist on a series of well-established mechanics, a dungeon-crawling smash-and-dash game mixed with a life and death juggling act, with a bit of Minesweeper thrown in for good measure. And it all gels together brilliantly. Even when you fail, you'll want to try again, figuring out where you went wrong and trying to push yourself that little bit farther through the grim undercrypts you're fighting through. You play as an adventurer who sets out to loot, smash, and generally mess up some dungeons. Each dungeon is a grid of unrevealed squares. There are some around the door you can tap to clear, and these open up more avenues of exploration. The squares you tap on will often have things underneath them. Sometimes it's loot or a lump of food to stave off starvation. Other times it's a slobbering monster intent on your downfall. Revealing a beast locks up the squares around it. You don't always have to fight them, but often you'll find yourself with no choice. You'll need to kill them to progress. Each level holds an exit, and a golden key you'll need to find in order to open it. Sometimes you'll find it early on and be able to escape quickly. Other times it will be in the last square you tap and you'll have to kill everything to get to it. There are buffs and debuffs that appear as well. Sometimes levels will have skeleton snipers or be polluted with dragon gas. Other times you'll awaken ancient guardians who hurl rocks at enemies when they're detected, or you'll stumble across a dwarven mine that makes the gold you collect worth more. What makes Dungelot Shattered Lands a worthy purchase is the fact that it pushes the series on in a multitude of interesting ways, while still retaining that core compulsion loop that makes death more of an annoyance than a full stop in your exploration. There are some thick RPG elements, new characters and areas to unlock, and a sharpness to the play that means you have to think about each battle carefully rather than just jumping face first into a monster's attack. Also, any free-to-play haters should note that Dungelot is back to being a premium experience. All in all, this is a brilliant roguelike, and while you might occasionally get frustrated at slight difficulty peaks, there's a massive amount of fun to be had in these subterranean depths.